Hey, so here's a question I pulled today. Angela, I hate my job. What do I do now? Using these 3 laws that you teach about all the time. So, I'll start by saying this. My grandfather always said to me, and my dad for that matter, says to me, it doesn't matter what job you do. It's you. It's who are you? What are you bringing to the job? Because anybody can do a job. But you're the one who has to be happy when you get out of bed in the morning. And so that's the difference. It's not the job, it's you. And it's not you it's you. No, it's you in that the change has to come out of you in order to change the job. Make sense? Okay. So, what do you do when you don't like your job? You start every day in the activation pose. I've told you guys that pose before, and it's in my other videos. That's where you start that pose because, as I mentioned before, the limited energy that is within your body is attracted to the unlimited energy that is outside of your body. And when you get into that pose, the unlimited energy flows into your body. And it's very intuitive. And so what it does is it goes to the weakest part of you first, and it heals there, and then it builds on itself. It's actually quite beautiful. So if you do that, that starts to happen to you every single day that you do it, right? And then the second thing is recognize that the job you have is paying your bills. This will help you to develop gratitude. Why? Because there's somebody out there who does not have a job and who cannot pay their way and can't look after themselves or their families, right? So when you recognize that the job is paying your bills, you automatically will put yourself into a place of gratitude, right? So once you do that, pay attention to what your skills and talents are. Why? Because, like my hero, Harriet Tubman, she knew she was a slave, right? But she didn't get up every day and, I'm a slave, I'm a slave, I'm a slave. No! Just like you can't get up every day and go, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. What that does is, law number 1, all is mind. It's on your mind all the time. And because it's on your mind all the time, however you are feeling about it is what you're going to see. So if you hate it and you hate being there, you're going to encounter people who make you not want to be there. Why? Because like thoughts attract like things. See where the law is? So what do? Be grateful for your job. And when you're grateful for your job and you recognize that you have skills and talents, that will turn you around. Because now you're not just looking at, I hate my job. You're not looking at that. You're looking at, what? I'm grateful for this job. And here's the skills I have. That is your focus. When the gratitude and your skills become your focus, then the job takes a back seat. And how it makes you feel takes a back seat. Because what you're doing here is reprogramming your mind. Because right now, the mind is saying, I hate it here. And you're telling your mind, hey, you know what? We're grateful for this. So it's like a small child. Every time it says, I hate it, you redirect it and say, yeah, I know you hate it, but this is what's paying our bills. I hate it. I know you do, but this is what's paying our bills. And without it, we would not be able to take care of ourselves or our families. So you see, you are in a state of constant redirecting of your mind. You're taking it from a place of, I hate it, to, hey, you know what? Thank you. That's all you have to do. Start with the pose, practice gratitude for what you have, and pay attention to your skills and talents. Because you know why? That will open up the door for you. How can you be so sure? Because the law is absolute. And what's in your mind, what are you thinking about? You're going to see it, because like thoughts attract like things. So if you're thinking about how grateful you are, you can only bring more things towards you that you are also grateful for. So practice being grateful instead of being disdainful. And yes, that you may think that's easy for me to say, but I still have a job. And that's something people always say to me, why are you always so happy? And you know what I always say? I'm alive. I am alive. My grandfather always said, if you are alive, you can always change. So you see, when I tell you from my previous video this morning that I struggled with getting out of bed, I have to remind myself of why I get out of bed in the morning. So I'm not telling you something that I don't do. You see, practice gratitude. And I know that's a phrase we hear a lot, but what is gratitude? Gratitude is being thankful for what you have. As much as you dislike or hate your job, it has a function in your life, and without that function in your life, it would create hardship for you that is not necessary. So simply be thankful for it. And the more that you are thankful for your job, the more opportunities will present themselves to you. Because you know why? You are grateful and you're looking for things to be grateful for. Because if you're looking for something to be grateful for, you'll find it. If you're looking for something to be cranky about, you'll find that too. Because that's the way the law works. Whatever you're thinking about, you're going to see, because like thoughts attract like things. And do I love you? Much love. Yes, I do.